Alright folks, grab a cheeky cup of tea, because Sinistea and its evolution are in Pokémon GO. Alright folks, so you're going to be able to find Sinistea in those 1-star raids. Unfortunately, you can't find it in the wild. And Niantic keep doing this, where they'll release a new Pokemon. Sometimes it might be in the wild, but other times they'll put it in raids, or like Galarian Corsola, they'll lock it behind 7-kilometer eggs. So I'm definitely not a fan of that one, particularly because I think incubators are essentially a waste of money, and when hatching eggs, it is basically like gambling. They did it before with Charcadet, and they've done it with other prior new Pokemon as well. We don't often get that many new Pokemon anyway, or they'll drip feed a couple at a time, a bit like with this Pokemon and its evolution. But yeah, I wish that more often they would just put more Pokemon in the wild. Gone are the days, I guess, where you kind of see a lot of shadows and stuff to catch in the wild. And a lot of people were rightly annoyed with the collection challenges of the previous event, because a lot of them involved hatching Pokemon, including that new Galarian Corsola, and some people just didn't even get one. I think the last 30 minutes of the event, I just about managed to hatch one, because what I end up doing is obviously using the free incubator, but I also get incubators from winning showcases. Another reason to do showcases and try and come first, second or third, because you get good rewards from that. And obviously that's a win for rural players, which is often not the case. So definitely if you're a rural player and you can win those showcases, that's another way to get those incubators for hatching events such as the prior one that we just had. Event bonuses are not bad if you're looking to do a lot of raids this week. You got a new variation of Genesect in those 5-star raids with Chill Drive, and it can be shiny. So if you're after that one, that's going to be time to hunt it now. Make the most of those bonuses. Prior week has also been very good in terms of raids actually. We had Zacian, Zamazenta, Regidrago and Regieleki. So this bonus might have actually been better for the previous event. But what you want to do for this event is definitely pop an incense, as the Pokemon that you can get off the incense at the moment have an increased chance to be shiny. I'm particularly after that Spritzee, as that's one that I just haven't been able to acquire as of yet. So here we go. Let's pop an incense and see if I can get lucky. And while we do that, and see if I get a shiny Spritzee, we can talk about this weekend. Because on Saturday, we have a research day. I believe it's the Aspiring Dragons research day. So a good time as any to get some shinies if there's one that you particularly need. And we got a Miltank. I do need shiny Skrelp, so that's one that I'm definitely going to go after on this Saturday. And research days are good if you're fortunate enough to have a local city, because obviously you need those Pokestops to be able to acquire those field research tasks, which are going to give you an encounter with those Pokemon with that shiny chance. And so unfortunately, if you are a rural player, you definitely have to get yourself somewhere where there's going to be a lot of Pokestops. And I've always said it, I'm not sure why they don't do it, especially for research days. Why don't they have it that the field research task on a Pokestop, especially if you've done it, refreshes for the person every 30 minutes? That would be nice. But I guess maybe they're trying to incentivize meetups on this day, maybe community gatherings where there are a lot of Pokestops. And then on the Sunday, which I'm actually more looking forward to because I've been enjoying them, we have Gigantamax Lapras. And if you did the Wild Area Global event, Gigantamax Toxtricity is going to be the #1 Gigantamax Pokemon you're going to want for taking on these Laprases. Oh, and we have a Spritzy encounter. Sadly not shiny. Metagross is also going to be a solid tank slash healer. Not the best in terms of DPS, but sometimes, especially for these Gigantamax battles, where you want to strategize more and have people in your team of 4, maybe some doing DPS and some healing slash tanking, then that Metagross is definitely going to be a good option for tanking and also for healing if you have level 3 heals. And like I said, in terms of DPS, Gigantamax Toxtricity is going to be good. Also, Machamp's going to be good as well. That's why you see currently those Machops in max battles. So I've done a few of those, although I am a bit reluctant to power up and max out a Dynamax Machamp, because at some point we will have Gigantamax Machamp. But Dynamax Machamp is going to be a solid pick as a counter, especially in terms of DPS for those Lapras Gigantamax battles. And how did everyone find the Wild Area Global event? I think the last 15 minutes of each day were by far the best and kind of saved the event, in my opinion. Those mighty Pokemon were fun to go after. I managed to get a Hundo Dragonite as well. And I saw on the Pokemon GO Reddit that some people did get those Shundos as well. I was just grateful that I got a Hundo Dragonite XL, I believe it was. But in terms of the wild spawns, the Poison Hour and the Electric Hour, I thought it was a little disappointing, because if you've been playing this game for a while, you've done recent community days, etc., then there wasn't really anything new in terms of shiny Pokemon there. So I definitely think they do need more mighty Pokemon in future events. Those were definitely amazing to go after. The fact that they had a IV floor of 13, 13, 13, and so made going after Hundos that much easier. And with the shiny odds as well, getting those Shundos was very nice for some people. But let me know down in the comments, what are you excited for in terms of upcoming events? How did you find the Wild Area Global event? And the Unova Tour has been dropped in terms of the information. March 1st and 2nd are the dates that you're going to be wanting to mark in your calendar for that global Unova event. And we got a combi off the Incense. That's another one with the shiny boosted odds. And would love to get a female shiny combi, as I don't have a shiny Vespiquen. Every time I get a shiny combi, it's a male. And if you didn't know, it's only the female combis that evolve into Vespiquen. So this actually might be a very good event if you still need that shiny Vespiquen. Definitely hunt those female combis off the Incense, and fingers crossed you get the shiny. That's going to be about it from me though. If you made it this far in the video, please slap that like button, as it is highly appreciated. As always, everyone take care. Happy shiny hunting for this event, and catch you all in the next one.
Wait.